Good morning, everybody. It's Pastor John with another edition of Monday Morning Quarterback. Yesterday, we concluded our sermon series, Tough Times, and it's like the title says. It's basically, how to thrive when we're facing challenges in life. And there were 4 principles that we kind of went through throughout the series. The first principle was that everybody needs a home, but home is defined as that place where we connect with Christ and with other people. So our home of origin, for example, may not be our home. Hopefully, for many of us, our church family is at least a home, but we all need a home, a place that we know we are known and loved, and is a source of strength. The second week, we talked about how in tough times and in good times, if we can learn to choose love rather than fear, we will grow closer to the heart of God. In that sermon, I talked about how, I believe the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is fear, and how fear kind of begets all those terrible things, hate being one of them. And so it's important that we choose love rather than fear. During the third week, we talked about the importance of holy separation. Holy separation is really just that time of getting away from, whatever ails us and having time with God. And again, in holy separation, we leave the world as it is temporarily, so that we might experience the world as God envisions it. And that's the whole purpose of holy separation. And then finally, yesterday, we talked about how fear clouds our vision, but faith gives us eyes to see. And so as I've reviewed these 4 principles, I hope what's become clear is these are not things that we should start doing once times are tough. The whole purpose of these principles is really to give us principles to live by every day of our lives, so that when tough times come, we are already equipped to deal with them as best we can. Again, this is not a magic formula. This is not something that you snap your fingers and life is better. What it hopefully helps us to do is endure tough times, is to understand them better and understand what they mean in our lives, and to find a deeper connection to God during the tough times. So, the Olympics started this week, and as I said in my sermon a couple weeks ago, these Olympic athletes don't just show up in Paris and say, okay, let's do this. They've been training their entire lives for this moment. But without all of that training, they're going to fall flat on their face. And so it's not surviving tough times is sort of the same kind of thing. We do these 4 principles in our lives, in good times and in bad, so that when we meet tough times, we are more equipped to deal with them faithfully and lovingly, not fearfully. I hope that you've enjoyed the series. I have really enjoyed preaching it. I've enjoyed talking about how our consciousness really dramatically impacts the way we see things and the way we live in the world. Next week, we start a new sermon series that I'm also very excited about. What does it mean to be a United Methodist? Where we, kind of explore, the tradition of our faith and, how that's changing and what these changes mean for us. So I hope that you'll join us for that series as well. Have a wonderful week, my friends. God bless.